Good afternoon. This is Jared Rand. Welcome to the 3 p.m. Eastern Sunday, June 24th, 2018, Global Guided Meditation Call. Just for those of you who want to access last night's call and you can't find it anywhere, you can go to iqdcalls.com and you can go to their call archives and then scroll down, keep scrolling until you come to Jared Rand and click, and it'll open up to the calls that I have done, which is there's two, and this one is posted there. So if you want to just go there and access the call, you can do that. It's on YouTube and there, so you can access it from both sources. And I'd like to thank IQD for posting it so quickly. I've gotten a tremendous amount of requests for healing and extra energy light and spiritual support. There's people under attack, and there's people that are drained, and the low energy, the physical energy is low. Their spiritual energy is high, but that becomes confusing because only the spiritual energy gets depleted when the soul has experienced great trauma, is when that energy needs to be rekindled and cocooned. So, other than that, usually it's a drop in physical energy because they're being drained by negative forces, negative energies. And the draining continues because of either an attachment or energy form or energy area around them that's causing them discomfort. So we send that out to those who are needing it, and when I say we, I'm talking about the archangels, the ascended masters. I'm talking about God, Father, Mother God, and Prime Source Creator God. So that's what I mean when I use the word we, and not just I. So it's collective working together to transition this planet and humanity to a much softer experience. So in today's meditation, we always look at our current position in physical form. Where are we at? What are we doing? What are we experiencing? A lot of times we don't stay in the now. We're drawn. We're almost pulled to the future. We're pulled to what's down the road. We're pulled into the past. We have thoughts come into our minds out of clear blue. There's things that when we were children and other experiences that just pop in unannounced, of experiences and times that we have had in our lives. As we progress in years, that seems to become more constant. Now, I think that source comes from the subconscious, and that's why it's random, and these thoughts come in randomly. So I think that when we focus on the now is the second we're in, and focusing on that helps us. It helps us lower the drain, which going into the future. Now, whenever you look into the future, how many times have you caught yourself worrying, stressing, and fearing? How many times? Worrying about all kinds of things. They don't have to be big. They could be little things, small things. But you worry. We stress, we fear. We worry in our own different ways. It's all different depending on who you are and how you're made up. You're the only one that knows who you are in most cases. What is going to benefit you? What's going to be beneficial to you? What kind of balance that you have? And your balance is in a situation where you get out of whack or out of kilter, and you just don't know. You kind of get confused on your direction, and whether you're going behind or going forward, and staying in the present is absolutely paramount. You have to consciously be aware of it, because it's easy to slip in and out. Most of the time you don't even recognize it. So it's important that you stay in the now, and alleviate a lot of the problems and pressures and anxieties that come with wandering off into the future or going into the past. Because the only thing we have control of is the now, the present time that we're in. So in the meditation, what we're looking for to energize, so to speak, is a balance, if you will, balancing of our well-being, our clarity, which then brings in bliss. So balance and bliss. And once you're balanced, you're content. You become a content human being. You're not distraught, and you're not torn in different directions, and you aren't unsettled, and your positive energies are flowing much more fluidly, so to speak. So when you have balance, and the energies are balanced in you, it's like a teeter-totter. When you go all the way down on one end, then you're high on the other, you're out of whack. And when you're out of whack, all kinds of discomfort takes place when you're not balanced. And I think everybody knows that, and they know when they're out of balance. And a lot of the times, with all the energies flying around and all the challenges that we face on a day-to-day basis, it's difficult for people to stay balanced. And once you get into a consistent balance, a balanced energy on both ends of the spectrum, you become more into the area of bliss. You enjoy things better. You are happier. You vibrate to a much more positive energy. You're content. You more giving freely. You're more apt to support and care for others in your balance. But most people, in a lot of the cases, unfortunately, are out of balance. And you know when you are. You know when you're out of balance. You're irritable. You are not patient. You're quick to temper. You really are hard on yourself and others. And that creates more imbalance. And it's so crucial at this time in our journey, our evolution, is to form a consistent line of balance within us. And think about how many things, and I'm connecting the dots, how many things balance is connected to. When you balance yourself, things seem much smoother. They are much smoother. Your actions are much clearer, much more concise. You think much clearer. You're not confused. You're not stressing. You're not on a challenge basis where you're constantly second-guessing yourself. And you begin to, I don't know how to put it, you melt down in some cases. So it is imperative to have balance, which then connects you to all the rest of contentment, of peace, bliss, happiness, and joy, sharing and giving and kindness. So to paint the picture, that's how balance connects you and adjusts your vibrational frequency. So when your vibrational frequency is adjusted, everything operates very smoothly. So when you think about, I've got to be balanced in the course of the day, I'm getting out of balance. You say that to yourself. You say, I've got to get back into balance, and that's back into peace, and back into joy and bliss and caring. And, it's like depositing joy with the universe. Instead of concentrating on all the negatives, you turn around and you say, I think I'll make another deposit of joy to the universe. So when you get into balance and you begin to understand how much that's connected to everything we do in this life, there's a tremendous amount of, interconnectedness. And the word balance is very active, and you can see how much it connects us too within ourselves. So, if you will, and balance will generate a higher vibrational frequency and a higher collective consciousness. And unfortunately, many humans are not balanced. They're out of whack. Their lives are out of whack. Their direction. They're confused. They're trying to find the proper roadmap in their lives. So this is imperative to give this energy and to send it through Father, Mother, God, Prime Source, Creator God to humanity to help generate a serene balance within humanity. So if you go to the place where you're not going to be disturbed or disrupted, which you probably already are, and you want to empty the mind, because I guarantee you by now, you have gathered things and thoughts and energies into your mind that you really don't need, that you really don't care to have. Random thoughts and so on and so forth. So you dump the pockets, you dump the mind, have it vaporized and sent back to the central sun. You relax the body from head to toe. Drop the shoulders, relax the body. And now what you want to do is you want to inhale, hold for a couple of seconds, 1001, 1002, 1003, and exhale. As you inhale through the nostrils, you are taking in great joy, balance, happiness, bliss, joy, contentment, generosity. You're taking in many positive divine energies being sent to you directly from Prime Source Creator God. As you breathe that in, it permeates and saturates your very existence. You're exhaling all of the garbage, all the negatives, all of the heavy weighted thoughts, emotions, attitudes, frustrations, stresses, fears, anxieties, anger, all of it is being expelled out as you exhale through the mouth. That's all being vaporized and sent back to the central sun for repurposing. And you're relaxed. You're calm. Now, what you want to do is you want to go to enter your higher self, your heart center. You want to go as deep as you can, because the deeper you go, the more peace you discover. Quiet, peace. If we have any noise in the background, stay focused. So make sure that you go in through the heart center. You can actually visualize yourself diving in through your heart center, going through it, and traveling as deep as you can go. And as soon as you get to your vortex, you know you will have arrived. Your vortex is golden white pink light tinged in the purple transmuting flame. It is glowing and flickering and reflecting and glittering all around you and above you, and you feel this immediate fulfillment of deep eternal love coming from Prime Source Creator God. You see your higher self, you join with your higher self, become one. We now are going to invite all of love, all of the archangels, all of the cherubim, all of the seraphim, all of love, all of the ascended masters of love, all of the sprites, all of the fairies, all of the loved ones that have passed over who are of love. They are all welcome and invited into this meditation for humanity and the planet Earth, Gaia. So now we are all protected. We are all encased in the golden white pink light sphere of eternal love from Father, Mother, God, Prime Source, Creator, God, and the purple transmuting flame. Eternal love is the only thing that can penetrate our field of protection. And we all float up arm in arm above the planet. We see our meditative sphere that has gathered all of our meditations, kept them in perpetual motion, sealed in this sphere of golden white pink light and robed with the purple transmuting flame. Now, we start to feel our saturation from our head to our toes of complete balance, softness. We feel ourselves balancing and becoming calm and connecting to bliss and joy and love and peace and prosperity. All these things open up as we balance ourselves, and that we aren't out of kilter, that we aren't lopsided, that we are even keel, content. We feel the saturation coming over us, starting from our head, working all the way down to our feet, saturating every part of our existence. And now, from that point, the rest of the human race begins to be saturated with eternal love from Prime Source, Creator, God, Father, Mother, God. And the saturation instills balance. And as the balance takes root and grows in each human, it starts to bring in and usher in tenderness, kindness, softness, understanding, bliss, caring, unselfishness. All of these pieces coming together and connecting. It's like you're opening up a funnel that's been blocked, and you're allowing all of this wonderful energy to flow in. As you balance, it comes in straight on, and you can feel every one of them. Every one of these pieces, your bliss, your joy, your health, your well-being, your happiness, success, exuberation, all of these motions and feelings of energy that start to increase our collective consciousness, that starts regenerating us, that starts rejuvenating us in our balance and our energy to continue as light workers and light warriors in a renewed way. Also ushers this in with obtaining the balance. So you can picture and see as all of these starlights are gathering and coming together in each human, attaching to the God spark and becoming one. All these pieces, you can see them gathering and coming together and flowing into each human, into ourselves, into the rest of humanity. You can picture it, you can feel it with your heart center, and you can think it with your mind. So however you choose, but hopefully you feel it through your heart center first. Now you're balanced and you're peaceful, along with the rest of humanity, and you picture that. I will join in the meditation, and then I'll be back to close it out.